Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Tuesday the 19th of December 2023. I'm looking at this very rare, very hard to get hold of, probably not released for public consumption yet. Fortnite figure. This is Lexa Mecha Confusion, or Lexa rather, Mecha Confusion, who arrived today. I believe she's a pre-production sample. She does look good. There is some paint rub on this accessory she's holding. No idea what that's supposed to be. Never played the game. Maybe someone can let me know in the comments below. Comes with two of those. We've got one on overgrip, one in undergrip. No idea which way it's meant to go around in the game. I'm assuming they're both overgrip, but I just did one way for one and one way for the other. Let's get a close look in a second, but before we get our close look at this. These awesome Wave 2 Asura action figures, which they say 3.75, you can see it says on there 1/18 scale, are up for grabs in our Patreon, or Smash List Patreon, as a prize draw. That prize draw will be happening in January, so please do consider joining, get a chance of winning these awesome toys. I'll put a review in the top right for you if you've not seen that yet. Not only that, get to see all the content as soon as it's uploaded. No need to wait around until it's published on YouTube, so it is worth checking that out there. Link for the Patreon I'll put in the top right of your screen now. Okay, so now let's get a close look at our Lexa Mecha Confusion. Pose as well, you can see. I love that face sculpt. It looks awesome. Put a bit more light on that perhaps. Maybe a bit too bright. Can I brighten this? Let's try this way. Okay, that's better. Great face sculpt. See the paint rub? I'm assuming it's paint rub on there, which you probably won't get in the final production sample. So robotic, really well done. Looks fantastic. It's a bit plain perhaps on the back, but still looks good. I think as she would work, does that have paint rub on the head? No, it looks like it could be paint rub. She would work in a number of universes as well. Not just your Fortnite, she'd work in Annex 279, she'd work in your sci-fi universes. She looks great. Okay, so let me take these out. So these are a little bit difficult to put in. You've got to get the hoop around the arm, then push the rather long handle in. But they're pretty cool. See a bit of paint wear there again. I'm assuming it's paint wear on that. Quite cool. Okay, and get another look at her again. Minus those. What a great looking female android figure. Let's have a look at her articulation top to bottom. So she can look left and right. She has a sort of a mini side to side, not really. And she has a good down and an excellent up. Shoulders won't go all the way around because this is attached to pauldron. She still goes over the flat on the lateral raise, which is surprising but fantastic. Bicep bend is 90 degrees. Skinny arms but really chunky forearms. Hands, this one here is gun articulation, but you'll struggle to get it to articulate unless you line it up first. That's gun. Get a bit of paint rub there too. This one is wave articulation, which is slightly easier to articulate. Trunk, she will turn. Small forwards, backwards is slightly better. Bit of a side to side. Waist, there's a small turn in there. Hips, sideways. I was not expecting that. The hip armor actually slides up, so she gets to like a full splits. Well done, Jazwares, on that. Forwards, about that far, starts to turn out. Backwards is not great. It's going to want to turn out very much further than that. You might actually break something, so just be a bit. Oh, careful there, don't break, please. Okay, there is a thigh twist, you can see. On there, she has got double kneecap, so she gets very tight on those legs. You can see there. Looks very, very good. And then feet, she has a swivel in, very nice swivel in, nice swivel out. And it looks like she's going to have a decent tippy toe, very good tippy toe in fact, fantastic. And looks like a really, really good dorsiflexation too. And the ankles aren't that loose, so she's going to hold quite a few poses quite easily, I would imagine. So if I just pose her very quickly, look at that, straight away standing up, and not an easy pose. Yes, straight away now she's falling over, but that's not an easy pose to maintain for an action figure. Look at that foot flat as well, it'll be slightly easier. Very, very cool. Okay, let's do a straight, get an idea of her actual size. These hips are just a worrying bit on the tight side, so I just don't know. Got to be careful on that. Okay. So if I get her straight, or as straight as can be for now, get a better idea of her height. So in cm, she is to the top just under 10.5. Top of the head is around about just a bit over 10. To the top of the little spiky things, around about 10.5. I'll compare it to my. Okay. I'll compare it to the Acid Rainbow, or sorry, the Annex 2179 recently released sort of cyborg figure, and you can see that they could work in the same universe. Obviously the paint deck is a bit different, but a bit of paint matching and they could work quite well in the same universe. So scales very, very well. If I scale it with a fresh retro robot, one of the smaller ones, again, scales very well as you would expect. Very, very cool. Great figure. I hope it becomes more available because I wouldn't mind getting another 2 or 3 or 4, particularly since those hips don't sound very nice to me. I have to hot water treat that in a moment. But she is fantastic, and these accessories are pretty damn cool too, though I've got paint rub on mine, but never mind. Okay, so Awesome Action Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe, check out the Patreon. I'll see you next video soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.